Did you do all the interviews like that?
Yeah, just only because he's out of town and he wants me to send him the film so that we can review it, and that way we can make some decisions and keep the process moving forward without any delay. So it's a little helpful.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it could be.
Yeah, tell me about your skills and stuff. So did you bring your resume by any chance? I didn't have one.
No. I can email that to you actually, or
yeah, if you can email it, that'd be fine.
yes, if you give me your business cards and then I can email it to you.
I'll write it down. I don't even have a business card.
Yeah, perfect. So then I write it down and I can email that to you.
Perfect. Okay.
Because actually I do have my laptop in my car, but then I have to go back.
Oh, no, that's not necessary. It's not. You can send it whenever you get a chance to send it. That's fine.
Well, I'm an industrial designer. I'm a bachelor in science. I do have a bachelor in art and industrial design. I'm an industrial designer. And I have been working with kitchen cabinets for quite some time. I worked also in Venezuela, Italian kitchens and also manufacturing. But mostly here in the United States, I worked with Regal Kitchens.
Okay.
And they were a manufacturing company. Actually, they were the largest for quite some time, the biggest one here. Okay. And I was with them for 13 years until they went out of business. And then after the past year, I was with Italian Kitchen Cabinets, Italian Kitchen and Bath. Okay. That company, I was working with Italian Kitchen Cabinets, and then after I had to leave because I got on a vacation, and I went back to Venezuela for like a month and a half, medical checkups and things like that. So then back, and of course I had to leave an Italian Kitchen and Bath because that's something that I had pending to go to. I cannot have them holding for me for a month and a month.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
And I was like, it didn't work out like that. So that's mainly what I have been doing, working with kitchens. When I was working at Regal, I handled, for quite some time, for like the first 7 years, I handled the builder side, all the builder side. So I was in charge of estimating, of setting up projects, also for, from scratch, from the floor plan to the end. I was doing all the beads, and then after I was handling the project, setting up the typicals, and then after helping the salesperson in the field. Okay. So all of that, it was done by me. And then after, when the crash came, being that we knew that there was coming, the crash, and then I decided to go to the retail side. And then I was at the showroom probably for 6 years, until I went out of business.
You've been around for a while then.
Yes.
Lots of experience.
Yes, I do. We worked there with American cabinetry, Chinese, not Italian. The only thing that we did with Regal and Italian cabinets was the doors. Okay. Most of the cases, the doors, and then after we built the boxes that are of Regal, and then we had the doors made out of Italy. Okay. Or in some cases in Pennsylvania, or in some other areas. With 3B, we worked with some others. But then the next step, when I went to Italian Kitchen and Bath, that's completely Italy. Right. All Italy. Yeah. Okay. It was an experience.
Good. Okay. And you said you do know 2020? You used that before?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The whole time.
Okay.
The whole time.
Okay.
In the case of Regal, it was for pricing, and also for setting up the projects, because we had a catalog. Regal had its own catalog. Okay. So we could, in the case of manufacturing, we had our own catalog. So it was easy. At that point, it was really easy. Of course, when there was a custom issue, we had to customize, and then we could do that. Okay. And I also work with AutoCAD.
Okay. Why don't you do that with us? We're strictly 2020 here, so you're in good shape there if you already know that.
Ah, okay. Yeah?
Yeah. You said, as far as your sales go, you were on the retail floor for 6 years?
For like 6 years.
Okay. Okay. And you're looking to work in our Doral showroom, correct, or the Pompano?
I would say that in Miami or something like that.
Okay, so the Doral,
yes.
Doral.
Because other than that, I will have to move. I live in Miami Lakes.
Okay. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Which actually, if there is a good opportunity, probably would do it. But there is just a good chance. Okay. You have to persuade me to go out there.
No, not necessarily. We actually need you over there, so it's
exactly.
That's much better.
Ah, okay.
And then you are looking for full time?
Well, could be full time, but and then in that case, you're talking about the job is going to be on a showroom again, or?
It's a showroom floor, yeah.
It's a showroom.
Yeah, it's in Doral. It's just a few minutes west of the airport on 82nd Avenue.
82nd Avenue.
1740 82nd Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we do have our showroom over there. Mm-hmm. It's a warehouse location, but we have a showroom in the front end of the warehouse. Okay. And so we operate Monday through Friday 9 to 6, and then on Sundays from 10 to 4. but you don't work every Sunday. You would only work every other Sunday, or I think maybe even one Sunday a month, depending on the level of staff that we have.
And does it
So it
really work?
rotates off. Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
It's been working for 10 years, so it's in good shape there.
We tried to do the same thing with Rigo and it never worked.
Really, what happened?
Because every time that we set up an appointment with a customer on a Sunday, they skip it. They never
Really?
show up.
Huh.
So we decided to close on Sundays, and then on Saturdays it was still busy
Uh-huh.
in some cases. Because that's an industrial area.
Uh-huh.
Rigo was right at the corner of the Palmero and Okeechobee,
Okay,
right there. So it was an industrial area. People
Okay.
didn't go by.
right.
It was not really a good showroom in that sense.
Okay.
Because of that. Yeah,
Okay.
It was just a really
Ours is a fairly industrial area, and it also it's a warehouse park. So
Mhm.
to some degree, we don't get that kind of drive-by traffic. But because we do have a really, really great marketing schematic, I think it works out better for us because people find us on the internet and they'll come by anyway. Sundays are definitely slower than other days of the week, that's for
Mhm.
sure. But we are still open because people do still shop for things on weekends.
Yes.
And of course, we do still have the web customers who will call and that sort of thing on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And again, because it is slower, we only have one or two people working at a time, so we don't have a full house of staff on those days.
Okay.
And the warehouse itself is actually closed on the Sunday. We don't open at all on Saturdays, though.
No.
No,
Okay.
we don't work at all on Saturdays.
Mhm.
But you are okay with the full-time work schedule as far as the Monday through Friday and the periodic Sundays and that
And
sort of
if you
thing.
say part-time, when you say part-time, you say half a day, or you say just 3 days per week, for example? That
Well, I don't say part-time because we're actually looking for full-time.
You're looking
We're looking for a full-time
So that's not
salesperson.
an option.
I don't know that it is or isn't. That's not what we're offering at the moment. I can
Okay.
let Steve know if that's what you would prefer, and then he can decide if that's,
That could be interesting.
whether that's something that he wants or not.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
kind of hours were you hoping to have?
Well, if it's like a half-time, sometimes it works for me because in most of the cases I do some of the stuff in the afternoon or so.
Okay. Halftime, what hours? You're thinking in the mornings?
Yeah, it's in the mornings or in the afternoons. It's going to break the day off in 2 pieces, but that'll work. Or, I don't know. That's why sometimes you do part-time and then you do 2 days or 3 days out of a week. But full 3 days, for example. I don't know what could be your schedule.
Okay, I see. So you're looking for either a half day or just a couple of days a week.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That could
Okay.
be interesting.
Okay. All right, I can ask him about that. I know he did want to test and see about your skills on 2020. We always have to test a designer. Obviously, you're a designer and a sales rep, so we need to make sure that you know what you're doing. So I'm going to give you a couple of just basic measurements, and then I've got 2020 set up on one of my systems in here.
Mhm.
I'll just take you in there and have you jump on there. Do you have time to do that?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Let me get you started.